Hi, I'm Dr. Druv, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a channel not on medicine, but all the other aspects related to our medicine lives. Today, we're going to be talking about knowing your values. So in the previous episodes, we talked about knowing your past, and this is transitions into finding out why you need to know your values. So what are values? So values are essentially character traits. They are what define an individual and help human beings create social relationships with each other. And so in my case, when I was trying to become a doctor, I created a document that I've shared before, snippets of which on previous episodes, of why did I want to become a doctor. And I listed a few values that are beneficial to becoming a doctor that are listed on your slide here, which we'll cover in a little bit. What I can say from experience and reading the literature is that if a decision is made purely for financial reasons, then during times of stress, such as COVID, it is hard for one to maintain their passion to go to work. They may go to work mainly for the purposes of meeting the basic physiological needs as shown in the previous Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but essentially in order to get esteem or self-actualization or love and belonging, it is important for us to not have extrinsic motivators like money. While it can be an important motivator, it's important to look inward, and inner excellence will then show up as outer excellence, and it is important to find intrinsic values for doing the actions that one is doing. And so our past determines our values, and generally we hold on to these as we grow. Now, obviously, in my own life, having read a lot of books, and literature, and meeting a lot of people, I can say that the values can change over time, and one could overcome a negative character trait and turn it into a positive character trait. And so why is knowing your values important for physicians? So as we said, human relations are based on values. I think we can all relate that a dependable medical student, a dependable resident, and a responsible staff member is far more valued than a non-dependable resident, and especially if the dependable resident is average in their clinical or knowledge skills, that is far more better than a non-dependable resident who supposedly has a higher amount of intelligence or clinical skills. So values are said to be generally learned in childhood and then maintained as opposed to building them in adulthood. But again, we are flexible, malleable as human beings, and we can change. And so this is useful for physician families when they're trying to pass values down to their children, because children copy values. So how does one go about knowing your values? So again, I've listed some values here, such as wisdom, service, dedication, patience, initiative, collaborator, being humble, and so on. But it's important for us to ask very specific questions that I'm going to say here. Again, take your paper and pencil or pen or whatever instrument that you're using. Try to write down the answers to these questions. Who do you want to be? How do I view my place in this universe? What matters to me the most? What are my greatest strengths and talents, but what are also my weaknesses? What are your pillars of happiness? What are your passions? What matters most to you, and how does that show up? What delights you and makes life worth living and getting out of bed every day in the morning? What are your desires and dreams and aspirations? No limits here. It's very important to realize you need to know yourself, you need to like yourself, and you need to trust yourself. If you are not able to do that for yourself, then it's difficult for others to know, like, and trust you. So in conclusion, values are important character traits that are strengths, and essentially money amplifies inner values, but it cannot remain as an extrinsic motivator. Hopefully this works as a summary of importance of knowing yourself, and you've been able to answer the questions that I've listed in the how section. Again, go back in the beginning of the video, go through the video again, answer those questions, and hopefully this provides value to you in a world filled with information. Again, a few action items. If you would like to follow the exact frameworks used by affluent physicians to take back control of their time and money, then check out the link in the description below. I make these videos because I'm passionate about the mission to help fight burnout in 10,000 physicians across this world, because I wish that someone was there for me in my own wealth building journey. Come and join a free community of like-minded physicians full of free resources in my Facebook group, where I will share resources, cheat sheets, and calculators, and various other things that are needed to live our medicine lives. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you for doing what you're doing, and I'll see you in the next episode.